Hello, my name is Stephen Davies. I'm a psychologist and running therapist and owner of Interactive Therapy. Interactive therapy is a concept that I came up with myself, having worked in a clinical setting, and I decided rather than working in an office, I wanted my therapy to take place out of doors. The one thing that I found while working, I specialised working with clients with depression mainly. I was encouraging my clients to get out and be more active in their lifestyles. And I was telling them to do that, but I wasn't actually helping them do that. So when I set up my own company, the idea of actually having an active approach, offering people walking therapy instead of therapy in what is seen as a traditional office setting, I thought it was better to actually get out into the parks and walk with my clients, showing them the benefits that they can have from actually being active in their lifestyle. I offer all my clients access to a client portal. I set this up with the idea of using it as a support function in between our face-to-face sessions, where the client can review the key points that we discussed in the sessions, where they can also look at the information that we've discussed in each session to remind them of where we are in the therapy. It also helps to remind them of the things that are discussed from session to session, and hopefully it will show them progress that they are making during the therapy itself. Skype and FaceTime can also be used for therapy sessions if the weather conditions aren't very good, especially in things like thunderstorms, high wind. It's always very dangerous to walk in times like that. Skype and FaceTime then offer a suitable alternative. I offer running therapy in both individual and group format via Interactive Therapy, and the benefits of running they're quite obvious from a physical perspective. It improves stamina, it improves our physical health, it improves the muscle condition. But from a psychological perspective, when we're running and engaging in physical activity, then the brain produces specific hormone which can make us feel good. These can include hormones such as dopamine, serotonin, and these work to make us feel happier in our life. Physical exercise also reduces the stress in our bodies and reduces the production of the stress hormone cortisol. So from both physical and mental perspectives, running and physical activity in general is very beneficial for us all. We have expectations from ourselves that life is supposed to be easy, that we're supposed to be more satisfied with the things that we have, and therefore we're supposed to be happier, especially when we compare ourselves to our parents, how things were 30 or 50 years back. We live in a world of opportunity, but unfortunately I think then people get caught up in the idea of we have this opportunity that's made available to us, we should be satisfied, we should be happy, and they forget to allow themselves to experience the occasional negative emotion. Stress is very commonplace. We are surrounded by more negative and unhappy moments, and it's okay to feel sad once in a while or anxious once in a while. It's a completely normal human response. It's also normal to ask support from others if necessary, yet there seems to be an expectation nowadays that we are to be independent, self-sufficient and self-reliant, and that could be one of the problems facing modern society, that we need to be a little bit more dependent. I'd like to give you 3 tips to help achieve and maintain balance in your life. Tip number 1 is exercise regularly. We've all heard it before that we need to get out and exercise more, but it has been shown that regular exercise improves both mental and physical health. A common misconception is that exercise has to be complex and intense, but that doesn't necessarily have to be true. Keep it simple. You can exercise in your house in many different ways, and regarding intensity, it's better to exercise frequently for less time than infrequently for a longer period of time. Use the 12-minute rule as a standard, so even on the most unmotivated day, try and exercise for 12 minutes, and if after that 12 minutes you're still feeling unmotivated, stop. However, if after the 12 minutes you're still feeling motivated to carry on, then carry on, maybe for another 8 minutes or 15 minutes. Tip number 2 is be aware of the connection between body and mind. The body, the physical body, is normally a very good indicator of our mental state. So it's very important that you remain aware of these things. Stay within your boundaries and keep a good eye on your physical state, and then hopefully that will lead to a positive mental health too. The third tip I'd like to give you is don't wait too long to seek support. Very commonly people will think that moments of sadness and anxiety will just pass over, which of course they can. But if we're still feeling the same way after weeks and months and things aren't improving, then that's normally an indication that you either need to share your problems with a friend, a partner, or a family member, or if necessary, maybe professional help is also necessary. But it's better to take the action sooner rather than later. If you've been struggling with an issue in your life, or you've been having recent problems with something, then perhaps I can help you there. Once in a while, it's important that we reach out to others and ask for support, for that objective ear to listen to our issues and maybe help us seek alternatives. And if that is the case, then I would like to welcome you and ask you to contact me. Thank you for listening.